List. I'm Lena.
And I'm Irene.
And we've got a great show for you this week.
I know AP exams have caused so many people to feel stressed out lately. At least they have for me. But you know what's a great way to relieve stress? Sports.
I've been hearing so much about our sports and playoffs recently, but I wish there was someone who could give us the full rundown of everything that's been happening in athletics recently.
Wait, we have someone who can do just that. Here's Lauren with this week's sports report.
What's up, War Eagles? I'm Lauren Greenhill with this week's sports report. We've got some huge playoff updates, so let's get into it. Starting with soccer, the girls team had no trouble taking down North Oconee 6-1 on Monday to secure a spot in the Final Four. They'll take on Westminster tonight at home at 6:30 with a shot at the championship. The boys team advanced to the Final Four after a big win 5-1 over Benedictine in the Elite Eight on Tuesday. They'll face Dalton next. Moving on to tennis, the boys team won their matchup against Cambridge 3-1. They'll play Westminster next in state finals in Rome. Now for lacrosse, the boys team fought hard against Cambridge in the Elite Eight but fell just short in a 10-8 loss. And finally, golf. The girls team dominated area, taking first place by 30 shots, with an individual win from Ashlyn Taylor by 15 shots. The boys team finished second in their area tournament, qualifying both teams for state in Savannah. That's all for this week's sports report. I'm Lauren Greenhill. Go War Eagles, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks, Lauren. Wow, it's amazing what Marist athletes can achieve.
That's right, Lena. What I especially love about Marist, too, is how we celebrate teams and individuals for their awesome work.
We sure do have a plethora of amazing individuals on and off the fields, or in this case, the track.
And our sports class would love to share a profile of one particular student.
Let's jump on over to the feature produced by the Marist sports class to hear more.
We all know the sports movie and the great underdog story of Rocky Balboa. Rocky was a small-town boxer who not many people knew. However, he worked hard to make himself known and to become one of the best boxers in the world. Here at Marist, where sports thrive, one athlete stands out. Mia McDonald is a track and field long and triple jumper. She started out in her freshman year, but was never a star on the team. However, towards the end of her freshman season, she skyrocketed to become one of the top jumpers in Marist history.
I was kind of nervous when I first started, and my early marks were kind of bad because I wasn't really used to the sport. It felt like at the beginning of the season and at the beginning of my whole career in this sport, I was very nervous. At the end of my 9th grade season, I started getting better, and I think that was just because I became more comfortable in this sport and I started enjoying myself.
What was the biggest challenge you had to overcome to become one of the top jumpers on the team?
I think just having faith in myself and trusting myself and God and just being able to know that success isn't always going to be linear and that there's going to be some times where I'm going to fail, but I can still PR in the end.
Similar to Rocky, Mia was given lots of encouragement and motivation from friends and coaches.
There are definitely times where I kind of felt the sport was difficult, but I think what kept me going is just knowing that I have really good teammates and coaches that are here to support me.
Coaching, and I think if people feel loved regardless of what the outcome is, if they feel encouraged and they know that you're in their corner despite if it's a great day or if it's a bad day, if you're still in their corner for life, sort of like their eternal cut man, so to speak, I think that helps just to know that you're appreciated as a person beyond just sort of what your performances are.
Mia has truly been an inspiration here at Marist, especially for those on the track team. She struggled in the beginning but persevered through hard work and over the years has become top 5 in both triple jump and long jump, already ingraining her career in Marist history. Mia still has a bright future with one more year of track and field ahead of her, and who knows what other accomplishments or records she might break. Gian Chung, Marist Sports, Brookhaven.
Thanks, y'all. It was so enlightening learning more about one of our wonderful student athletes.
I'm so proud of all the work put in and the growth that athletes make throughout their time here, especially our seniors.
One of the most bittersweet things about these last few weeks is the seniors passing on the torch, particularly to the new leaders of our community.
I know they'll do an amazing job next year, and here's Leo to tell us all about our STUCO officers for the 2026-2027 school year.
Hi, I'm Leo, and today I'm going to be interviewing our next Student Council co-male president, Andrew, and he's going to discuss about his next year's plan with STUCO with us today. So what are the main ideas and goals you're planning to start or continue to improve student life, and how will you do that?
Right, so we're always working to improve student life. Mainly one of our goals is to continue the hype tables that we have at lunches. We want more student involvement too in that. I think Ryan and Cece did a great job of having a continued theme throughout the year with We Are Marist. We want to continue something like that too, that we can continue to say over the announcements and have students be involved in. We also want your feedback through forums, so be looking out for those constantly throughout the year.
Thank you. Will there be any changes we should expect in the school year-wide events like pep rallies, football games, or homecoming?
Right, so our football games are really trying to get the student involvement up. We want a lot of energy, we want a lot of noise at those games. We don't want it to be static in any of the student sections. As far as HOCO themes go, we want your feedback on that. So having you guys vote on HOCO themes for during the week and also for the overall HOCO theme as well. We also don't want any concussions at pep rallies this year, so we're going to work to make them fun, safe, and enjoyable.
How do you plan to gather feedback and critique from students who aren't in the student council?
Right, this is a big one. We really want you guys to be looking out for those forms. We're hoping to send somewhat of a mandatory form to every student just to ask them one piece of advice or one thing that they want to see for student council next year.
That's very good, okay. What is one specific goal you want to achieve, and what is the first step to make it happen?
I think one of the biggest goals for me out of many is to get the morning mass attendance on Wednesday mornings up. We really want people to be there. Ways that we can do that, the student council will set the example of going. We want the mass majority of students, if you have time, if you're studying in the library, just make some time for the Lord and go up there and worship him. That Andrew did a great job this year at providing breakfast and some of a bribery for people to go, and we want to continue that idea as well. Really trying to get that attendance up.
Okay. Thank you, Andrew, for your time today.
Thank you so much, Leo.
No problem.
Thanks.
Well, that's it for this week, Marist.
Before we end, you know we can't leave y'all hanging without a poll.
This week's poll is AP exams or final exams.
Personally, I say let's take neither.
Amen to that.
Birthday shoutouts go out to Mid McDonald and Mr. Rivers.
Happy birthday.
Thanks so much for tuning in.
Once again, I'm Irene.
And I'm Lena.
And we'll see you next time.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way. It's like you're always